Fox News alert just hours after the death of Justice Scalia, President Obama wasting no time letting Americans know he's in charge and he plans to fill the seat. Watch.
I plan to fulfill my constitutional responsibilities to nominate a successor in due time. There will be plenty of time for me to do so and for the Senate to fulfill its responsibility to give that person a fair hearing and a timely vote.
So what are the president's powers here? Can he put someone on the Supreme Court against the will of the Senate? Constitutional scholar David Rivkin joins us now with an answer. David, it's good to see you this morning. So recess appointment, that option apparently is open to the president. The Congress is out right now on recess. He could do that. What would that mean, and how long would that person serve on the court?
He would serve until the end of his Congress, a very short time, Tucker, but I don't think that that option really is open to the president. The Supreme Court has held fairly recently in the case dealing with the very definition of recess appointment that it is up to the Senate to determine that it is in recess. The Senate will return fairly soon. I cannot imagine that President Obama would actually put somebody in the court right now.
Okay. So it looks like then the Senate really is in control. If Mitch McConnell doesn't want this process to go forward, then we're going to have 8 members of the Supreme Court until after the next presidential election. Is that right?
That is correct, but let me emphasize, Tucker, this is very important. It has nothing to do with partisanship. It has nothing even to do with a question of changing the balance in the court. The last time in modern history the justice was confirmed in election year was in 1940. We have tremendous polarization in this country. We have a situation where American people have lost faith in most institutions of our government. To try to have a Supreme Court nomination and confirmation, nomination and confirmation in this environment would inevitably politicize the process and gravely injure the reputation of the Supreme Court, which is the last thing we need.
Yeah, that sounds right. So there are a number of cases on the docket before the court that pertain to organized labor, health care, abortion, affirmative action, separation of church and state. I mean, every possible big constitutional issue. How will Scalia's absence affect those, do you think?
Most of those cases would have been decided 5-4, Tucker. They would be decided 4-4, which means that whichever is the decision of a circuit court from where the case came, they would stand. So in a situation, for example, involving Friedrichs, which is the labor case, the decision of a 9th Circuit would remain unchanged. In a case like Fisher, which is the affirmative action case, the decision of the 5th Circuit would remain unchanged, et cetera, et cetera. It is not an ideal situation, but the Supreme Court can function with 8 members. It is certainly preferable to having a bruising confirmation battle that would damage the court's reputation.
What is Justice Scalia's legacy, do you think?
Well, as my predecessor had well mentioned, he is the leading originalist. He is the man who actually never allowed his personal views be translated in any of his decisions. A brilliant jurist, one of the most consequential Supreme Court justices in American history. And Tucker, he'll be known just as much for his dissents as for his majority opinions.
Yes.
But a brilliant man, and it's a very tragic loss for all of us who knew him, as well for the country as a whole.
And a decent man, father of 9. David Rivkin, thanks a lot for that. I appreciate it.
Good to be with you.